this is an intro clip. I don't like speaking in hyperbole or telling you something with a title, thumbnail that's not going to be what's in the thing. I might scrap it. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking about it. It might not be safe. I'm thinking it probably isn't. And crap, this is not a good time right now. This is not a good time. It's a beautiful day. I don't know if you remember the last episode, or you should. Last episode, we lifted this thing in the back, and I'm loving this so far. Look, I can walk under here without crouching, but it's a new day. And we're out here, it's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, it's sort of the magic hour right now, and yet here I am, in my driveway, working on a clappity Volvo. And we got just the thing. I don't know if you knew this, but it's completely possible to have energy drinks that don't taste like hot garbage. Game changer right there. We're gonna work on that headliner. This is all interior work that we're doing here. We got the back lift in the last episode. I'm not quite ready to do the front lift yet. I gotta bring my parts Volvo from across the state, pull off, because I don't wanna weld on the, I mean, if I should mess up terribly, I don't want to be without a Volvo, without a driver here. I have a dead Volvo in my driveway. So, if we mess up, we have a few chances. I've got 2 parts rigs, so we've got some chances to make it right. But I obviously don't want to do it standing alone on this. And we'll get to that. Oh, this suspension is nice. But, interior today, for this space back here, my kids are getting a bit older, and they enjoy some accessories on the back. Plug-in accessories. They also enjoy heat. One of the limitations of this in this extreme northern cold climate, whenever I go see -30, -40 temperatures and we're driving across the state, the third row is freezing, absolutely freezing. So we're going to correct that with some electric heaters. I'll show you that in a moment here. We're also going to correct the wiring here. That is a goal. We're going to replace the headliner, and we're going to improve our sound situation in the back here. So, first thing, we're going to start with the headliner. Headliners. This one has seen better days. And unrelated, the molding around the windshield's gone. Alright. This goes to show the foresight and forward thinking of Volvo at the time. I struggle to think of any other vehicle other than the Volvo 240. I don't know, maybe the 940s too. You tell me, where the headliner is a serviceable, removable, replaceable unit that's removing it is non-destructive. And all you need is a parts 240, which as you can see, we've got. Wow, look at this. And a windshield bezel. Amazing. This thing got hit hard, probably saved somebody's life. This whole thing cost me 50 bucks. The remainder of this vehicle, hear me out. The back is good, the front is junk. We cut right here, right in front of the rear doors. We make the back of it into a camper. Project for another day. First, headliners are off. The one airbag went off. Get in this. Ooh. So, move of this thing. Windshield bezel comes out. Convenient. I need one of those anyway. Headliner, we're going to pull that out too. Visors, those have got to come out. 170,000, I'm told. This is a premature death. But also I'm told that it's read 170,000 for the last 10 years. So, like every Volvo odometer, we're going to remove the oh shit handles. And then, the easy part, there's still a little bit of cleaning here to be done, but we will definitely do that. A lot of real estate. Good guy Volvo. Look how easy that comes off. It is torque screws, unfortunately, so, I mean, they can't all be zingers. Just lucking out on parts today. LED upgrade. I'm getting an LED upgrade in my thing for free. Yeah! So these handles have to come off all the way back, and I regret to inform you that they're not going to live. So either source yourself a replacement for these, or decide to live without them. Your choice. And now we're on to the removal now that we have our attachments out, and that's actually really easy. There's this foldable plastic insert, and there's a double lip on the inside. And that's it. 100% reusable. Whoa, what's this? There's a crossbar here? This is a learning experience. The section just behind the rear doors gets a bit tight. Real quick on those crossbars. They are, as you can see, Very shapeable steel that just pushes along the top. So success there. I've unfortunately ripped the plastic in a few spots here. That's not ideal. So the thing that appears to be working for getting this out is getting a screwdriver between the edge and the double walled area and widening it a bit, as it is a bit tight in this area around the doors. And also perhaps there's a little bit of glue in there, I don't know. And if you're like me and have a completely sacrificial car here, then it really doesn't matter to you that you're widening that gap, although it's solvable. Just a mallet should get her in. There we are. There we go. Crossbar. Spared no expense on those crossbars. We got stuff up here. A little bit of adhesive sound ending. I wonder if the 84 has that. But yeah, I'm super into the construction of the top here. They didn't do much up here. There's not a whole lot going on here, which means there's so much room for activities. And activities we have in mind, like a console at the top for your CB radio and other accessories. That is a brilliant way to put the headliner up. Any other manufacturer probably would have just glued it, and then it inevitably falls down. Then it sounds like... Anyway, I'm too used to dealing with domestics here. But the screws holding the mirror on are Torx bits. So, although I have a set of Torx bits, I don't have a set here because I'm far from home. So we're going to roll over to the usual suspects, get myself the cheapest set of Torx bits we could find, then we're going to be good to go. Well, $5 at them usual suspects gets you set up. And now in my possession is one complete headliner for a 240. But looking up here, I'm always amazed to see how they constructed this. Beams so you don't hit your noggin. Very nice. They didn't use this space for much wiring or anything, or... Oh no, there's some over there for the hatch that's going through. I wonder if that comes through underneath there. There's cable routing space. Very nice. Although this is the safest vehicle you could get in 1993 and 1984 respectively, and 1983 respectively, it is miles behind the cheapest vehicle in 2023 or recent years. Rollover protection. Now, these things rolling over may not have been a huge concern. Vehicles have been made taller, they're perchy or whatever, so rollover possibility is, especially with SUVs, is much greater. And we got this big pillar right here. That looks like a solid chunk of steel. But the thin A pillar right there, the thin B, I don't know, do you call that the C pillar? And the supports on the top, if you're going to roll it and land it on the roof, then, oof, you're not going to have a good time. Now, I believe I showed this in the wiring episode, but the wires going to the gate are complete junk. So we're going to need to figure out that business here. Possible, doable, absolutely. But the headliner. Oh, 10 out of 10 for Volvo headliners. They put serviceability right in mind for these things because it is double. There's a lip right here. And let me show you this. I think I showed you this in the removal as well. But the headliner comes with a plastic piece that folds over and holds it in spot right on top because of this lip here. Nobody else does that. A domestic would just glue it to the roof and then be surprised when it's falling down 5 years later. But incredible. So removal of this thing, very easy. It's that easy. Incredible. Now, it's not too bad. I wouldn't call it too tedious, but it's just a little bit of work. Stuff like this can talk, has got to come off. Luckily, Volvo makes it easier for you. There's a little notch here. Let me show you. Little notch right there. Stick your screwdriver, turn, pops right out. Now, to fill up, do yourself a favor, get yourself a magnetic tray. Always. Everything is sort of easy on a Volvo. There's that. This is a fact. Look at that. This is a, I don't know if we call that vent holes. I mean, or a plenum area that air definitely flows through. You could see the change in the color there. So you just thread that right through, and there we go. Now, as we discovered last time, these also just kind of pop right off. They're just bowed up with then for the next one. So the seatbelt bolts are 16 mil. Oh man, the kids are gonna be distraught. How many cool stickers we got up here. Weather stripping's gotta come down. The cross members. A tree fell on this at one point. What do I do about this? This is actually problematic, especially this most frontward one. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm gonna pull off a light, you can get a better view of how this looks here. Well, what do we do about this indeed? I've got a thought. This is the solution I'm feeling. We got our Pittsburgh jack here. That we're gonna go up. I got some 2x4s underneath it to hopefully not break it. Let's see what happens. That part seems easy enough. And if I should let go, what happens? Do we separate? Yeah, we immediately separate. Okay, we do have some more gluing over there. So I just need to move this jack this way, just a little bit. We're gonna go all the way across. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting better. Excellent. Oh, that one's got some bending to do. And this last one, we really need that slow jacking effect, don't we? One against the gear shift. This gets complexer and complexer. We're going to do the same thing there. This is very precise work, and we should treat it as such. Stop, think, collaborate. Better, much better. Same thing over here. We've uncovered more things, and it's right here. Look at all that area, and if you look up there, I see some dots in there. Some interesting. That is under here. See, there's a lot going on here. You can see those dimples and those. I'm thinking it was pulled here. This thing definitely got a new windshield. That explains why I have the only 240 without a cracked windshield. You can see the overspray there, rust there. Headroom. The visor not quite contacting over there. This we need to push up as well. And it's just right here. This is the bad spot, the really bad spot. Over there does not look as bad. Let's figure this out. Whew. Man, well, that is a little disappointing, as is the very front. But, I mean, if it's just those two, the least important people in this vehicle are sitting up there. So, in a rollover, it'll be fine. All will be fine. I got myself some more headroom, though, so I got that going for me. I think I need to do something more with this. I have another plan for that, and we're going to do that. But as you can see, it's gotten dark, and this is becoming a 2-day project, it appears. How do I look? Well, I'm at the end of this video. And yeah, I'm just recording on a cell phone. It's terrible quality here. This sort of thing will happen. You get deep into a thing and then discover some nasty secrets and get disheartened a bit. And I have some decisions to make. Decision namely being, do we press forward on this? I mean, how important are these things to rollover protection? Now, I'm not planning to roll over, but safety is important. We've discovered some things. I mean, if this is all you get to keep you safe in a crash, I mean, that is some pretty thin steel to begin with, which is why I don't think that's the primary rollover protection here. It's going to be in here The A-pillars are going to keep you strong. But of course well, it is channeled. So it's not the thickness of the steel. This would be stronger because it's punched out. And I could maybe punch that out a bit and make it fit a bit nicer, get me a little bit more headroom, and make the headliner, not the headliner, make the, oh, look how bad that is. But the steel by itself, look, that just bends by hand. So I could push that up and make that make a little bit more sense, the whole thing there. Is it structurally compromised? The question is not, can it be done? Hold on. The question is, should it be done? Should it? And the answer to that, I'm not sure. But man, look at that. My seat back. And that. Man. Oh, hey, that light turn on? Huh. Oh, Volvo, never change. Oh, that is some good glue there. Look at this gap. Oh, what do I make of this? This is literally up for interpretation. Oh. I'm just leaving it for now. I'm leaving it for now. And coming at you from the Touch America Garage Studios in Western Montana. Welcome to the end clip. The exact same spot I was in the intro. Now there's some thinking and decisions to be made. Do we condemn this thing, use it for parts? I mean, I did pick this up as a parts rig. If you remember back in episode 1, we had that blue Volvo. In fact, I still have that blue Volvo, which does not have a compromised roof. Maybe I should have just stuck with the original plan. I got sidetracked. This thing ran, it was so fun, it was so enjoyable. I just ran it for about 2 years, and it was a time to be had. I enjoyed it. Is this a condemnable thing? Should I condemn it? I mean, I'm not enjoying the spot that I'm in right now. And I know any other auto person has probably been in the same spot before with these same troubles. And you have to consider, when is the point to give up? Is that roof safe in a rollover event? I mean, especially important now that I'm lifting things. You got to consider these things. Maybe we should go a different route. This tan Volvo was picked up as a parts vehicle for the blue Volvo, which, if you go back to episode 1, you can, maybe episode 1, 2, and etc., you can see that that was the case. And I think this is episode 3 that this tan one first appears, that I picked it up for parts. And I got it for parts because I knew a tree fell on it. And according to the people I bought it from, tree fell on it, they popped out the roof, painted over it with house paint. I've said that same thing many times. And that's the last anybody thought of it. Now that we've seen, now that we've noticed, now that we've got into the thing, maybe that's the right way. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to get my blue Volvo over here, get it running stock, as it is, with the original motor and transmission that's in it right now, with who knows how many 1,000 miles on it. Maybe keep this motor and transmission. This one has just over 100,000 miles on it, which is why it was so appealing to get for parts. I mean, that is a baby in the Volvo world. So maybe that ought to be our plan, but I'm still on the fence about this. Do I throw in the towel on the tan Volvo? I'm going to get back to our original plan of that blue Volvo. This is literally up for your comments. Tell me your thoughts below. I'll certainly factor it into the decision, and then I'll do it. But the blue Volvo, I think that makes a whole lot better YouTube content, because it is a real revival. Especially at this point. The timing belt's missing, has no distributor, it's been completely taken apart, rusted through, and etc. So, well, anyway. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. I'll take them into consideration, and then maybe a blue Volvo ends up as the revival. Maybe that's what we ought to do. Thanks for watching. Hey, do I need to tell you what to do at this point? Oh, like, comment, subscribe, all the things.